Well, the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, says that diseases could spread quickly among the displaced population of Gaza as temperatures start to rise. They are saying the shortages of water and the warming temperatures could lead to a health catastrophe in the Strip. It's issuing another appeal for the safe access of humanitarian aid to the area. Well, Hani Mahmoud joins us now from Rafah in southern Gaza. And so there is this very important warning about the spread of disease and infection, but conditions are already so difficult and catastrophic in the Strip. Are we already seeing signs of a public health crisis?
Yes, absolutely. And already happened during winter time, the cold weather, the flood that took place in certain areas, particularly evacuation zone where a flood was more often happening, caused the spread of diseases and the contamination as people are crowded in very, very small spaces in evacuation zone and also in residential homes that are pretty much providing a very strong environment for the spread of not only diseases that can be contained, but also infectious diseases that are going from one place to another. But also we have the destruction of waste management installations by this intense bombing campaign. The destruction also of medical the waste disposal centers across the Gaza Strip just restricts the process of collecting and this collecting of medical waste disposal and other waste, particularly solid waste. There are reports confirming close to 300,000 tons of solid waste across the Gaza Strip. And it's equally bad whether in winter time or right now as the weather is getting a little bit warmer in each passing day. The past 2 days were very, very unusually hot in overcrowded Rafah city, where reports of the spread of a strong odor of solid waste in the roads and all the rubble-filled roads, and particularly very close to evacuation centers, right in the road, close to hospitals. That has led to the spread of infectious diseases. There are cases documented by the health ministry as well as the WHO of the spread of hepatitis A and other and other infectious diseases, particularly among children and women. The most vulnerable group in this war happen to be from women and children who are in constant need of medical attention and proper medical attention. But so far, given the situations and the lack of medical supplies and the inability of the medical staff to intervene and provide life-saving support and life-saving intervention, the situation are increasingly becoming very difficult and risky right now as the weather temperature is changing.
In the meantime, population they're continuing to face airstrikes. Tell us about what's been happening in Rafah overnight.
Yeah. Well, the destruction of waste management installation are the direct byproduct of the ongoing intense bombing campaign, because we're seeing when a residential block or residential area being targeted and destroyed, it's just causing a great deal of damage to the surrounding area, including public facilities, hygiene infrastructure. And it creates this multi-layer problems and misery that's been going on for the past 6 months. But and on top of that, we look at aid workers being the target, not this time of overnight attack, where one aid worker, Belgian a development agency, and his son, a 7-year-old son, were killed inside a residential home they were sheltering in. But then the past 45 minutes, constant gunfire from the naval forces at the shore of Gaza, directly targeting areas at the Al-Mawasi evacuation zone, the western part of the central area, in addition to the confirmed report we're getting of the Red Cross facility in Gaza that has been targeted and partially destroyed, where 3 people were killed. These people were inside the Red Cross facility itself, sheltering. In fact, we heard they've been sheltering inside the facility for the past couple months, and since the Israeli military keeps herding people from one place to another due to the intense bombing campaign.
Hani Mahmoud, thank you so much.